Imagine paddling slowly along an Amazon river just after sunrise. A thin layer of mist drifts silently across the water. Birds hidden deep within the rainforest begin their morning chorus, while the gentle sound of a paddle glides through the dark surface. Everything feels peaceful, safe. But there is one detail that changes this entire scene. At this very moment, there is a good chance that a predator is already watching everything around you. And you would never know. Not because it is small, quite the opposite. We are talking about an animal that can grow as long as a small boat. Yet somehow, it can disappear completely. Over millions of years, evolution transformed this predator into a true master of patience. It doesn't need to run. It doesn't need to chase. It doesn't need to make a sound. It simply waits. And when the perfect moment finally arrives, everything happens in less than a second. This is the black caiman, the true silent king of the Amazon's rivers. But perhaps its most remarkable feature isn't its incredible strength. It's how effortlessly it becomes invisible. Every year, thousands of boats travel through the Amazon. Tourists, scientists, fishermen, local communities. Many of them pass within only a few meters of a black caiman without ever realizing it was there. The reason is surprisingly simple. Almost the entire animal remains hidden beneath the surface. Only its eyes and nostrils break through the water. It is an elegant strategy, and an extraordinarily effective one. While the rest of its massive body disappears beneath the dark river, its eyes continue scanning every movement around it. Capybaras approaching the shoreline, herons searching for fish, monkeys crossing the canopy overhead, even passing boats. Very little escapes its attention. But there is something even more extraordinary. How can such a massive predator remain perfectly still for so long? The answer lies in its metabolism. Unlike many predators, the black caiman wastes almost no energy. Every movement is carefully calculated. While a big cat must chase its prey, the caiman allows the rainforest to do the work for it. The water conceals its body. The shadows erase its outline. The tangled vegetation breaks up its shape until it becomes almost impossible to recognize. The Amazon itself seems to work in its favor. At first glance, what appears to be a fallen log resting along the riverbank may not be a log at all. Sometimes, it is watching, and all it takes is one small mistake. That is why so many animals remain constantly alert. Capybaras rarely drink for long. Herons hesitate before every step into the water. Even fish seem to sense when something isn't right. In the Amazon, silence rarely means safety. In fact, sometimes it means exactly the opposite. The quieter the river becomes, the greater the danger hiding beneath its surface. And when the opportunity finally comes, the attack is almost impossible to predict. There is no chase, no warning, only a sudden explosion of power. In a fraction of a second, calm water erupts into chaos. For the prey, there is almost no time to react. Many people believe the black caiman's greatest weapon is its bite. But the truth is far more fascinating. Its greatest weapon is everything that happens before the attack. The perfect position, perfect patience, perfect timing. Sometimes it waits for hours, sometimes even longer. All for a single opportunity. One mistake. One moment. That strategy has allowed crocodilians to survive for tens of millions of years. While countless species disappeared from Earth, their ancestors survived dramatic climate changes, mass extinctions, and an ever-changing planet. Today, the black caiman still occupies nearly the same role it has held for millions of years. One of the undisputed rulers of South America's rivers. But does anything in the Amazon dare challenge such a giant? The answer surprises many people. Jaguars have been observed attacking smaller caimans. Green anacondas may occasionally prey upon young individuals, but a fully grown adult black caiman has remarkably few natural enemies. Ironically, its greatest threat no longer comes from the rainforest. It comes from us. Habitat destruction, pollution, illegal hunting. These pressures caused dramatic population declines throughout the last century. Thanks to decades of conservation efforts, the species has recovered across many regions of the Amazon. Yet much of its life remains a mystery. Researchers can spend weeks navigating remote rivers without encountering a single large adult. Not because they are gone, but because they continue doing exactly what evolution taught them to do: remain unseen. Perhaps that is the black caiman's greatest lesson. In the rainforest, survival doesn't always belong to the fastest or the strongest. Sometimes, it belongs to the most patient. As this journey comes to an end, thousands of Amazonian rivers continue winding silently through the world's largest rainforest. The water still reflects the trees, the birds continue singing, boats continue passing, and somewhere beneath that dark surface, a pair of ancient eyes remains perfectly still, watching, waiting, just as they have for millions of years. But even the silent king of the rivers does not rule the skies above the Amazon. High above the rainforest canopy lives another extraordinary hunter, a predator capable of spotting prey from astonishing distances. A bird so powerful that its very shadow changes the behavior of the forest below. In our next expedition, we climb into the towering canopy to meet one of the most magnificent birds of prey on Earth, the harpy eagle.